calling students from, obviously the west side was our biggest draw, and we quickly saw the need for language support and for some support for our teachers about cultural competency. We had, at that point, 136 students enrolled and 15 languages at the time. So we knew that we were going to be facing some challenges, some exciting things, but it was definitely a need that our teachers were training that they didn't get in college, and it was going to be alive. And then we did a couple other exercises based on cultures and do's and don'ts, and asking students to look you in the eye. That may be something that is cultural for that student to not look you in the eye, and it's actually a sign of respect versus disrespect. So I remember there was charts that all the teachers received of do this, don't do this, be mindful of this, and I know some of them still have those tucked in their plan books. The aha moment was there was a video that was played which was about the day in the life of a refugee student and what it may look like in their camps where they had come from. And for our students, it was a big aha of thinking, wow, these kids have endured so much in such a short period of time that we have to be mindful of that when they come into our school, that we know school, that it may have looked completely different where they came from, the things that they experienced, those daily challenges that they had were quite different than what we may have experienced. What's powerful is watching the kids learn from each other and find in a fourth grader's term, it's so cool that we have kids that speak other languages, and you'll hear kids trying to teach each other their language, or if a kid is not sure what the word translates into English, somebody else will whisper it to them, and then they'll have a quick conversation about, well, did you take a school bus when you were in school in Thailand? And then just those daily kind of exchanges that they have. But it's really powerful. I think one of the things is when we do some written tasks with our students and they are asked to interview someone, we have kids interviewing each other and talking about their own life experience and a little bit about their culture. And it's really great to see kids learning from each other and being proud of who they are and sharing that with that we're born in Buffalo and raised in Buffalo and have always spoken English, sitting with kids that may, have come from the Congo. But yet when you're here and you kind of tap into what your strengths and weaknesses are, you really can support each other. And I think that kind of builds here at the school and gets out to the parents. Parents, we do have a multicultural night that is really wonderful to see every person proud of their heritage and their culture. And then you might see parents, having a conversation about some artifact that they brought from their culture or some music that was playing that sounds almost like what they were playing, and they start having their own dialogue about, oh, we cook with that product and so do we, and exchanging recipes. And so that's just one event. At dismissal, when our hallway is filled with parents and you hear all different languages being spoken, all of a sudden you'll start hearing another parent chime in and asking somebody, oh, what did you just say? I thought I heard you say something about the school bus. And then they start having a exchange about what it sounds like in their language, or this word translates, this word doesn't. So it's just those daily exchanges that I think the biggest impact we have is that no matter who you are, where you've come from, what your experience is, that you're part of a greater community and that we can all work together. We all have strengths and weaknesses, we all have differences, we may dress differently, we may speak differently, but when we really unite together, we can do some great things.